morning, everybody. Today I wanted to share something really fun and exciting that I'm doing. I'm reading a book called Fibre Fueled. Fibre Fueled. And in this book, I wanted to share the things that I'm learning along the way because I've been really interested in the gut microbiome and gut health in general. So I wanted to break down a few things that I learned in the first couple of pages that I've read. I haven't even gone through the whole chapter. This book has a lot of scientific words and explanations in there that I have to take my time and slow down and take notes so I can really break it down and understand what the book is saying and the information that it's giving to me. So if I look down, it's because I have my notes on my lap and I want to be able to share with you exactly what I've learned and what has resonated with me so far. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the first topic. So the first topic is gut microbiota. Biota or biota? Who knows? Gut microbiota. So basically it is an expansive and broad community of organisms that live in harmony in your gut. So they come with a purpose. They balance and they have a purpose. They live in harmony in your body and they do things for you while living in your body. So they're not necessarily a bad thing to have in your body. In fact, it's a great thing to have them in your body. Okay, so key points that I picked up from the first couple of pages that I read. There are 5 types of organisms that live in your body. I'm going to break them down. The first one is bacteria. The second one is yeast or fungi. The third one is parasites. The fourth one is viruses. And the fifth one is Archaea. Am I saying that right? Somebody comment down below if I'm saying that right. It is spelled Archaea. Archaea. Okay, whatever. If I'm getting it wrong, it's okay. Somebody correct me in the comments below. I'm totally open to learning. Okay, so let's break down these viruses in depth, okay? So in depth, we're going to start with bacteria. Again, I'm looking down a lot because I have written my notes and it's just much easier for me to remember what I have learned. And now that I'm verbalizing it, it's going to sort of soak in more into my own subconscious. Oh my God, I just saw a butterfly. Okay, so bacteria. Bacteria is basically a living single-celled organism. There are some that create issues in the body, but there are some that help us. There are some that are trying to help us. So bacteria is a single-celled organism that is actually trying to help us in our gut balance and gut community. The second one that I'm going to touch on is yeast or fungi. So this one is a multicellular organism, okay? So a multicellular organism, similar to plants and animals, they have a nucleus, which was so interesting because I never thought the yeast or fungus would have a nucleus. I was so surprised by that. Okay. So similar to plants and animals, they have a nucleus and other organelles. So other organelles, they have other organs is what I'm assuming that's what that means. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. They are more sophisticated than bacteria. They also try to help us. However, they do compete with bacteria. So basically, if one of them is flourishing, the other one is diminishing. So if bacteria is flourishing in your gut, then the fungus or fungi or yeast is diminishing in the gut, and vice versa. If yeast or fungi is flourishing in the gut, then bacteria is diminishing. So they compete with each other, which I thought was so cool because I never would have imagined. First of all, we all know about like parasites in the gut and stuff, but there is a huge community in the gut that we haven't even scratched the surface of. So that was really interesting for me to find out. We're going to move on to viruses, okay? So viruses, these are tiny particles made out of DNA or RNA. They don't have a cell, okay? They are the most important part of a balanced gut microbial community. So my storage got full. As I was saying, they are the most important part of a balanced gut microbial community, which I was genuinely surprised by because I would have thought maybe the fungi or yeast or maybe the bacteria would be more important. But the viruses are one of the most important parts in keeping harmony in the gut. So that's so interesting. Next up, we all know this, parasites. Okay, so Here, get this, you guys. Oh my gosh, there's birds outside my window. Don't get distracted. We don't have enough memory. Okay, so parasites. Nature's thieves is what they called it in the book. Nature's thieves. So they steal energy from the host and they try to remain undetected without even offering any benefit to the host. So basically, they steal energy, they steal resources, and they try to remain undetected, which honestly, I think that part blew my mind the most because I never realized, and it's true because you don't even know when you have parasites until it's too late because they really do try their best to remain undetected. So I really hope in the book it's going to give us suggestions or things about what we can do in order to heal that, because I feel like why are they in the body if they don't even offer anything to the body, right? Okay, moving on. This is the one I can't pronounce. Archaea. Comment below. Just comment below. So these are ancient organisms that were on our planet before oxygen existed, which really cool. We have that in our bodies, guys. It's really amazing. So you'll find them in miles deep oceans, ocean rifts, ocean vents, and even in volcanoes. So essentially, they are a very resilient organism. And the great thing is they don't compete with the fungi or yeast or bacteria, which is amazing. So it makes me wonder, how do they get their energy and source of food? So I'm sure we'll touch on that once we're reading more into the book. Next, we're gonna move on. So those are the 5 types of organisms in our body. Perfect. So when things are in harmony and working as they're supposed to, we have a diverse, abundant community of microbiomes living in harmony and alignment with the colon. So the microbiome work in teams to unpack foods and allow us to extract the nutrients we need. Okay, this part was really amazing to me because I never would have imagined that they would be working in teams. And then it got me thinking, if they have to work in teams and to unpack the food and allow us to extract the nutrients that we need, so that means that the microbiome is doing a lot of the work in the body, because without them extracting the nutrients, we wouldn't be able to absorb the nutrients, you know? So I was like, wow, okay, that's really cool. Okay, moving on. This part is really great. Not every microbiome eats the same food. Can you believe that? These picky girls, they're picky, okay? And we love them, but not every microbiome eats the same food, which was so crazy to me. Each dietary choice we make will empower a specific group of microbiome and languish others. So then I was like, oh, so let's say I eat, I don't know, a lot of onions. I eat a lot of onions. Let's say I eat a lot of onions, but I don't eat a lot of broccoli. So because I don't eat a lot of broccoli, the microbiome that does eat broccoli isn't getting food. They're not getting nutrients. And get this, get this. If you permanently remove a food group, the microbiome that thrives in that food will starve to extinction. Meaning, back to the example with the onion and broccoli. If I eat onions all the time and then I stop eating broccoli and I completely remove it out of the foods that I eat, the microbiome that eats broccoli to survive and uses it for energy will literally starve into extinction. Mind blown, okay? I don't have a storage, so I'm gonna keep going as much as possible. The last point I wanna make, microbiome procreate so quickly that food choices we make within 24 hours will alter the evolution of 15 generations, okay? So we have the chance, the ability, and the possibility to change the microbiome in our gut, in our body, to benefit us, to heal us, to grow us. And that's what I hope to share with you while learning this book and in this type of video series that I'm doing. Please comment below if you've already read this book called Fibre Fueled. No spoilers, just about this part of the topic that I'm presenting to you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more like this, because I will be sharing it and I will be reading the book, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I have. Honestly, I want to talk about it so much more, but my phone barely has any more storage. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.